Let's make sure I have that. I forgot to start recording. All right, number 3. We have f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 8x plus 5. First thing you want to put, negative b over 2a. And then a equals 2, b equals negative 8, and c equals 5. So negative b over 2a, I have negative 8 over 2 times 2. Negative 8 is positive 8. 2 times 2 is 4. So I get x equals 2. Oh, yay. We've got another x equals 2. That's where our axis of symmetry is. Our vertex also lives somewhere within that yellow region. So my vertex is going to be 2 comma something. How do I find the y value of if I have x equals 2? Costa, you can put your phone away. Thank you. What do? Plug the 2 in for the x. Good. All the other numbers stay there, and the signs stay there. So this is 2 squared. That's 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 16 plus 4. 8 subtract 16 is negative 8. Negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3. So I have a vertex at 2, negative 3. And my pattern graph is a times 135. What's my a value? 2. So it's 2 times 135. So distribute that through the slashes. So I get 2, 6, 10. All right. So let's deal with the 2 first. So from my vertex, I'm going to go right 1 up 2. Left 1 up 2. So that's going to give me the point 3, negative 1. And the point 1, negative 1. And then let's do purple. So from our new dots, I'm going to go right 1 and up 6. So that gives me the point 4 comma 5. And then left 1 up 6. So that gives me 0 comma 5, which finds me where it crosses the y-intercept. So on this problem, my friends, it does indeed cross. It crosses the x-axis, agreed? But do one of my points fall exactly on it for my pattern graphing? No. So my roots on this, I know about where they are, but at this point, not exactly. Because my pattern graph didn't fall right onto it, so we can't find the exact location of it, and that's okay. Any other problems from there? Yeah.
Number 5.
5? So number 5, we have f of x, which is the same thing as y, equals x squared minus 2x plus 3. First thing, negative b over 2a. My a value is 1, my b value is negative 2, my c value is 3. So I get negative 2 over 2 times 1, which is going to be 2 over 2. So I get x equals 1. All right, that's my y-intercept, or my axis of symmetry. We'll do that in pink. So 1. So somewhere in that pink region is our vertex. It's supposed to be a vertical line. We did as best we can. So let's find the vertex. So I have a vertex of 1 comma something. What am I going to do to get the y value? Yeah, so I'm going to get 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 3. 1 squared is 1 minus 2 plus 3. 1 minus 2 is negative 1 plus 3. It's going to give me 2, so 1 comma 2. So that's going to give me the point 1 comma 2 as my vertex. My pattern graph is A times 135. My A value is 1. So 1 times 135, so the pattern graph's going to happen nicely. So from here, I'm going to go right 1 up 1, so that takes me to the point 2, 3. Left 1 up 1, that takes me to point 0, 3. And then I can go with blue, take care of the 3. So from our new points, I'm going to go right 1 up 3. So that takes me to 3, 6. And then I'm going to go left 1 up 3. That takes me to negative 1, 6. All right, now, trick question. Roots. Is this parabola ever going to cross the x-axis? No. Okay, so this is a big hint. So the difference between this one and the last one. The last one crossed the x-axis, but I couldn't really tell exactly where it crossed. I could tell about where it crossed, but it definitely crossed the x-axis. So this means the roots on this one were more than likely an irrational number. Okay, they probably aren't going to be nice whole numbers like 3, 0 and 7, 0. So these definitely cross the x-axis, but this won't cross the this won't cross x-axis ever. So the roots are not real numbers. A not real number. Well, it's like, what are they, fake numbers? No, they've named the number system. The solutions to this problem are called imaginary roots. Okay, so once we get into solving the quadratic formula, we'll start seeing how imaginary things take place. It's basically how do you do a square root of a negative number, and it's part of the imaginary number system. Imaginary number system repeats every 4. So you have I squared, I to the third, I to the fourth, and I to the fifth is the same thing as I. You're not supposed to know that yet, so that's okay. So these don't have any real roots. And that's kind of important for me to know, for you to know, that if I make my parabola and my parabola happens to be, the vertex happens above and it opens up, or happens below the x-axis and opens down, it doesn't have a real root. That's pretty important to know. Okay. Any other questions I can help you with? We good? Everyone happy? Everyone's weekend was good? All right, so my friends, looks like I'm taking bets that I'm going to drop it, aren't you? She might be right. So let's have us work on, let's see, it's page 95 and 96. 96 is blank. And I'm pretty sure you could take care of doing all of them. You have the rest of the period to work on them. This is not free time. This is I want you working on it so I can help you with it. Ask me questions. I will tell you that number 5, you have an A value that's 1/2. So the pattern graph will be 1/2 times 135. So that means I'm going to pattern graph as 1/2, 3/2, 5/2. So this is going to be a fatter parabola. It's going to be wider than normal. Okay, and I don't think any of the others have anything goofy. Number 9, you are welcome to multiply that out. It's going to look like this. And then multiply this out. Oh, there's an x there, sorry. Multiply this out, so I'm going to get y equals 2x minus x squared, which is the same thing as y equals negative x squared plus 2x. And then we don't have a c value, so that's going to be 0. So that should help you with all of those. Go for it. Do well. Make sure you're labeling your points. It's important you're labeling your points. Got it?